Hello, today's topic mixer video is unedited, so welcome to Topic Mixer. Um, Sorry about the lighting, it's a little dim in here, but I wanted to make a quick video about the Phoenix, sorry, El Paso shooting and the Dayton shooting. And the reason why I'm going to be quick is kind of an emotional way that I'm going with this one, so make it impactful. A lot's being said about this. A lot of this being blamed on political rhetoric lately, especially political rhetoric from Donald Trump. Um, he's not the only one, and I'm gonna say that in the short few minutes. 20 people have died in El Paso, Texas. Another 9 or 10 have died in Dayton, Ohio, and I find that quite disturbing. The MO of both shooters was both were armed with assault rifles and wore uh, flak jackets or bulletproof vests, and both were armed with plenty of ammo to do even more damage than they did. The one shooter in Dayton was killed. The shooter in Texas surrendered to authorities. But basically, like I said, I'm doing a quick video. I don't want to say a lot about what's going on. First of all, Trump condemned this yesterday, and I agree with him that this is due to hate. That hate has a lot to do with, especially the one in El Paso. Um, we can go on and talk about all the other things that Trump have said that could be motivation for this. The gentleman said in his letters that he has been motivated by this before Trump was in office. What I don't like is the politics that surround it. Of course, every Democratic politician is now blaming Trump for his rhetoric. It's his fault when it's more than that. You have on Fox News, you have Tucker Carlson who said things. You have Rush Limbaugh and other radio hosts who have also made statements on their radio show. Like I said, Tucker Carlson, Rush Limbaugh. We can name a number of hosts who have said things. Social media is full of comments, hateful comments about things, not just, if you don't like it, go back to where you came from. We've got comments from Border Patrol agents about people at the border. We have regular, everyday folks that make statements. And here's the problem I have with the whole thing. Sure, everybody's going to say this is one disturbed individual. He does not reflect the greater good. But he is a reflection of the greater good. And the reason why I say that is that in the hearts and minds, think about this. We've got to do something about immigration. It's destroying our country. This is what it said on TV. There's a problem with demographics. This is what Tucker Carlson said on his show. Uh, Everybody says that they're taking over our jobs. They're getting welfare. They're doing these things. And they talk about this as if it's true. So then you don't think that motivates a shooter like the gentleman in El Paso, then we have a problem in this country that's bigger than that. We do not realize we are at fault for what's going on. And this is why I'm on the Democrats. You say you want to work with somebody. If you sit there and point the fingers at them and blame them, all they're going to do is put up their defensive wall, and they're not going to work with you to try to stop this. And I'm not just pointing the fingers at them, because it's two sides. When both sides are going back and forth against each other, the other side hardens. It continues to spit out more and more, but it's defensive in nature. It's hateful in nature. And what we've done for too many years in this country is we've tried to bury our hate and forget it as if it doesn't exist. I say put it out in the open so that we can destroy it. We need to find the hurts, clean up the hurts, fix the hurts, because we have for too long in this country gone without doing that. I was going to go through, and I have to bring this up. The Bible is very telltale. When I speak of people who are also doing damage, it comes from pastors and churches as well. Pastors who have decided to be patriots instead of being followers of Jesus Christ. Remember that being righteous is only through Jesus Christ, not through being a patriot, not through the law. It's in the Bible. Those words are in the Bible. You can look them up. They're in Corinthians, they're in Colossians, they're in Romans. Even looking in the New Testament from the direct words from Jesus himself. In the Gospels. And the commandment that God left us, the biggest commandment, the greatest commandment of all, is to love God as you love yourself, as you love your neighbor. So love is the key. We haven't done that very well. We fear. We worry about losing power. That's why we want guns in our houses. We worry about losing what we got, our stuff, more so than about how can we help each other. How can we get ourselves out of these situations that we've gotten ourselves into? There's not a whole lot more I can say on that. This is a sad situation, and I don't know if it's going to stop. Now, the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, may not have been a hate crime. It may have been some other emotional issue, since the gentleman supposedly killed his own sister as well. It's sad that these things keep happening, but again, it's a social issue. I don't know if gun laws will change it or not. I'm not pro-gun, I'm not anti-gun, but if that's what it takes to do it, then that's what we need to work on. Now, I do know this. The gentleman in El Paso, Texas, was, before he entered that door, a legal gun-carrying citizen. He bought the gun legally. He had the right in the state of Texas to carry the gun openly. I don't know about the flak jacket, the assault vest that he was wearing. I don't know if that was legal, but he had it on when he walked into the building. He could legally carry that gun. So technically, there was nothing that the law could do to stop him. Once he pulled the trigger, then he became a problem. But once he pulled the trigger, people died. It was too late. Now, no one is God. No one can predict whether somebody's going to do something beforehand, but we are a sick society that have not looked to the solution that they should have. God has always been the solution to our ills. Once again, I refer to the Bible. We're too worried about our patriotism. We're too worried about whether too many people of other colors are coming to our neighborhoods. We're too busy worrying about how much money we got in our pockets. We're too busy worrying about things that aren't important. Our children should be able to go to school and not worry about ending up casualties in a mass shooting. We should be able to walk into a mall and buy our products and not worry about being the casualties of a mass shooting. We should be able to go out at night with our loved ones and our friends and enjoy a night out on town without dying in the streets. It's part of a larger issue in our society, and I'm sorry again for the pictures on the screen, but we as a society have got to find answers for that. And like I said, the sick part about all of this, especially on the hate side, is people think that, well, it's not me. I'm not a hateful person. But the words you speak says more about you than anything. You should listen to look at what you say and compare it to what people like white nationalists say, or people like Shapiro would say, or some of the other white nationalists say. And notice that those words are similar to the very same words coming out of your mouth. I say to the other side, look, stop pointing the fingers. Stop pointing the fingers at folks. I know you're hurt by what they say and what they do, but pointing the fingers is not helping. Let's find solutions to the problem. Stop name calling. And stop calling people anti-American. It's time to change the narrative. Again, thank you for watching this topic mixer video. If you have any comments, please comment below. And you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week.